Hello viewers of Sounding Board, and today we're going to talk about Hasbro's Charlie Angel figures. Yes, Hasbro at one time had a female action adventure line with the original 4 Charlie's Angels. You had Farrah, which wasn't a very good likeness in my opinion of her. Jacqueline Smith, which is actually a pretty decent likeness of her. Kate Jackson, which is a really good likeness of her. And Cheryl Ladd. Or Jill, Sabrina, Kelly, and I forget what Cheryl Ladd's name is. He'll come to me. But they all were color coordinated, and Cheryl Ladd replaced out the Farrah Fawcett doll because Farrah left the show. I was lucky to get these years and years ago at a flea market, except for this one. These ones I got at different flea markets in lots. And that's why she still has a scarf. These don't, but they all have their boots and everything and costumes. And then I have an extra Kelly with no costume. With a costume, but it's white. But I took the costume off it to show you the construction of the body. It was basically an action adventure doll and a fashion doll at the same time. So it could go on missions with your Megos to help them if you wanted, even though they stood taller. And they may have done that to single them out as females, so then you wouldn't look at them as you know, you can play with these with your Megos. You only can play with these in the Charlie's Angels realm. But you can see how the body is constructed. A screw is the only thing that holds this together right here. They have limited mobility left and right, up and down. Head turns there and there. And some still have legs pop, some don't. This one has been played with a little bit way before I got it, because you can tell by the hair how it is. And it's actually been cut, which is funny. Or it came that way. And it's funny is Sabrina has red boots when all the rest of them come with black. I don't know if that's a error or someone put the wrong boots on her. But I've never seen what color her boots are in a picture. And I don't have the scarves for these two, but these ones actually come with the right scarf. And the thing with it is, the Hasbro toy line actually sold them as more like a G.I. Joe than a fashion doll, even though all their accessories were fashion based. They were kind of like the action team female action team G.I. Joe, I'd say. You had different costumes that coordinated with different themes of the costume playsets. And like I said, these were really decent likenesses of the actresses, which is interesting about this era of doll making. There was a lot of more effort to make the dolls look like who you're going to play with. Because here's a modern Mego of Chris, and it carries none of the likeness of Cheryl Ladd, even though it does have a costume from the show like they all have, because they made her Chris is her name. They have Chris's costume, Sabrina, and a Kelly. And then Farrah came out as Farrah. So you still got a Farrah, but it wasn't part of the Mega Charlie's Angels line. And it's the best of the 4 of them. I wish I had her to show you, but I don't. And like I said, it's kind of subpar to what Hasbro did back in the 70s, even though they have this real limber type body and really short arms, which you look at nowadays and go, wow, the arms should come right down to here instead of right to here. But at the time, people were looking for longer legged women. And they weren't, and even in the show, they weren't really over sexualized women. So this is actually pretty close to what their body builds would be, too. Even though they wore a lot of swimsuits and were wet and did a lot of wet t-shirt stuff. But it's another thing that's amazing is it's another show of Aaron Spelling's that got made into a toy line. And he's had a lot of toys that were made in toy lines, like I said in one of the other clips, the Rookies, SWAT, the original Charlie's Angels. He had Dynasty in both high grade dolls back in their day and Barbie. Dallas in the modern day from Figures Toy Company. 90210 by Mattel. But yeah, Starsky and Hutch even was an Aaron Spelling show. Mego had a lot of license in that day with Aaron Spelling shows. So, what does that say about Aaron Spelling? He may have not have sold as many units as Star Trek in the Mego thing, but he did have a popular line with Starsky and Hutch. But I think I'll leave it there, and let's see what you think about Charlie's Angels. You know, do you like these ones? Do you wish Mega would do a better likeness of the dolls if they're going to do them? And if they did them, would you like to see Shelley Hack and Tanya Roberts being made into Charlie's Angels as well? Because they're the only two angels that have never had any likeness of them made in plastic. Or a likeness of them where you can convert them into their two angels that were made, either in the modern Mego line or a version of the classic lines. Let me know what you think. Until next time, this is the Sounding Board signing off.